Hey, One Wrong World Entertainment and Daredevil's Charlie Cox did something quite interesting while out promoting Daredevil Born Again by answering a DC question. More specifically, who his dream role would be to play in the DC universe, and his answer was none other than the Joker. Yep, apparently Charlie Cox is throwing his hat in the ring to play the DCU's Joker. So let's have a look at this, because what an interesting turn of events to hear the Marvel guy say, I want to be Joker in DC. So let's take a look. So while Charlie Cox has earned widespread acclaim for his portrayal of Matt Murdock in Marvel productions, the actor has now expressed interest in taking on one of DC's most iconic villains, Joker, the Clown Prince of Crime. During a recent Fan Expo panel in San Francisco, where Cox appeared alongside Daredevil Born Again co-star Wilson Bethel, the conversation ventured into dream roles within the DC universe. Cox's response reveals the star's ambition, as Joker is one of the quintessential DC characters capable of making or breaking careers. Yet, Cox could be a right fit for the job, as he expressed a lot of consideration for the immense legacy he would need to honour, particularly given the legendary performances that have defined the Joker across different eras of film and television. During the panel discussion, Cox carefully articulated his interest in the role while acknowledging its challenges, saying, I wouldn't want to take it on based on the actors you have in the past because they're so brilliant, but I was thinking like the Joker would be a lot of fun. The actor highlighted Heath Ledger's towering influence over the role, adding, if you could find a way to do something, Heath Ledger for me nailed that part. Obviously, if you could find a new take on it in some way, that would be cool. So the Joker's cinematic legacy spans multiple decades and interpretations, each adding new dimensions to Batman's greatest nemesis. The role has continually evolved from Cesar Romero's debut in '66 to Jack Nicholson's defining turn in '89. Still, Ledger's Oscar-winning portrayal in The Dark Knight revolutionized the character. Subsequently, interpretations by Jared Leto, Joaquin Phoenix and Barry Keoghan have each attempted to live up to the audience's expectations. And let's be fair in that, the only one that did work out of that was Joaquin Phoenix's. But the idea of Charlie Cox, now, the thing is, they're saying that they think he would be a good fit. Would he? I don't really know whether he would or wouldn't be a good fit. It all depends on what kind of version you do. The look always has to be essential. That's the two things that I think really damage the Barry Keoghan and Jared Leto versions. Isn't just that the portrayal is not all that great and stuff, but the look was just so un-Joker, basically. Having Jared Leto's version with damaged tattooed on the head and the gold teeth and all of that type of stuff, all the tattoos, it was just like, yeah, it's not very Joker. Just like, it's like they took what they expected some sort of mafia person to be and just slapped kind of the paint of Joker over him just to see what it would look like, and they went, we'll run with that. Whereas Barry Keoghan, of course, is almost like a mutated version. It's all scarred up and bubbly type of skin and all this type of weirdness, and it was just a terrible interpretation. What kind of version could Cox bring? Who knows? Of course, you would have to ask the question of, well, where and when would you fit a Joker into the DCU? Like, we know the DCU's version of Batman is meant to have already his son of Damian Wayne, which means how far into his relationship against the Joker is actually there. Has it started yet? Has it finished by then? We don't know. And that's a problem as well. But of course, it also goes in, if Charlie Cox was to be given the role of Joker, well then you have to ask, who would be the perfect Batman to go against him? Now, I don't think I've ever really seen Charlie Cox in much other than Daredevil. So I'm pretty sure I've never seen him play a villain, so I don't know how exactly he would do, especially with a villain like the Joker. But it's an interesting idea. And I'm sure James Gunn is probably listening to all this and going, that could be interesting. Or will he just go, oh, my brother's going to play the Joker, because he seems to give all these kind of roles to his family and friends. His brother's going to be playing Maxwell Lord, for God's sake. So we'll see what happens with this. Nothing might come of this, Marvel might very much kind of push back against this idea and say, no, I doubt they would, but you never know. It's a unusual casting choice, if, even though this isn't the studio looking at him, and this is the fact that Charlie Cox said he wants to play the Joker. I just think the idea of him playing it's an interesting idea. I don't really see it myself, but you never know. Weirder things have happened. I mean, when we were told Heath Ledger was going to play Joker, what was everyone's reaction to it? Was like, the Brokeback Mountain guy? Are you kidding me? And we got possibly the best version of Joker. So, who knows? We'll wait and see what happens. See if anything actually comes about this. So, with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know in the comments what you think of Charlie Cox as Joker. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.